environment. Well, market is continuing to be, actually some amount of clawback is being attempted in the market right now. Overall, it's the high beta trades and financial which are leading the decline, and understandably so. The global yield scare is giving jitters to the area which has rallied most, and that is banking. Sachin Shah is here with us to talk more about that. Sachin, I was just thinking a couple of minutes back that we all wished for a 2003 to 2008 kind of a scenario to play out, and everybody is talking about it in a wishful thinking for the manner. But in 2003, 2008 like situation too, there were dozens of 5 to 10% corrections, some 10 to 20%, and very few but over 15% as well. You can't be wishing for that kind of a scenario and not having sharp corrections in this cycle as well, is it not?
Absolutely, Ajay. So the inherent nature of the equity markets is that they will be volatile in the short to medium term, right? And they will always go up in the long term. So this is where we all stand as far as equity markets is concerned, and that's the DNA of equity markets. We can't run away from that whether we like it or not. That's point number one. But very interesting point that you made is from 2003 to 2008. One of the big reasons why we saw that kind of a rally was also because we saw the corporate earnings growth coming back in a very, very significant way. And if you see some of the ingredients before 2003, what actually played out was the kind of the cost-cutting measures that we saw from the corporate side, the interest rates coming lower. Actually, some of those ingredients have actually played out very recently, because if you think about it, COVID has played a role of a catalyst. The kind of the cost structures, efficiencies that we have seen in the corporate side in the last 2 quarter results has been absolutely amazing. And also at the same time, interest rates are at one of the lowest things, and there are a lot of other positives also which are actually playing out. And that's why what we are seeing is an all-round recovery at an economy level.
Yes, Sachin, yes, yields are rising and giving jitters to investors and traders across the world, because if rates move upwards or start to look upwards, it will impact stock market valuations. But at the same time, can't rule out that there is a global recovery also at play. India is at the forefront of that. Let's talk about the areas or even companies, for example purposes only, which caught your attention in the last 2 quarters, where fundamentally things are improving quite a lot in terms of earnings and management commentary. Because those are the areas we need to focus when market does provide this kind of a sharpish correction.
Absolutely, Ajay. So I completely agree with you on that. And if I talk about some of the sectors, so clearly IT as a sector, we can see a change in trajectory in terms of the earnings growth. If you hear in most of the management commentaries, the kind of the deals that they have been winning, the kind of the transformation deals on the digital side that they all are getting is amazing. So IT as a sector, I think it's coming back in a big way. We are almost expecting like a double-digit earnings growth for the next 2 to 3 years. Pharma is another sector which is actually also playing out very, very strongly. In the last few quarters, we have seen the earnings growth coming back very strongly, and even in coming to like the particularly the subspace within the pharma, which is the CRAM space, the CDMO space, and the contract research and manufacturing space. I think there the earnings growth are even higher. I mean, they are almost 20-25% is what we are seeing. And this China plus one strategy, where there's a potential for a lot of sectors, but this is one sector where it's actually already culminating. It's already happening at the ground level. So that's another sector. The third is, if I think about it, auto and auto ancillaries have also come back in a very strong way. The kind of the volume growth, the monthly volume number, which is for all of us to see, has been very, very strong across the sub-segments of auto, whether it is passenger vehicles, whether it is two-wheelers, whether it is tractors, and we are also seeing decent amount of now recovery coming in the commercial vehicle side. So, these are some of the sectors which are seeing very, very strong. The fourth is, which is again, some of the large private sector banks have shown enormous amount of resilience in terms of their asset quality in spite of the COVID environment. And obviously, with the kind of the leap that they have taken on the technology side, the kind of the customer acquisitions that they have done both on the deposit side and on the advances side has been amazing. So some of these sectors have done very well, and I think the way we are seeing and from whatever we are seeing at the ground level and whatever we are hearing from the management, the visibility is very strong.
Right. Sachin, which are the areas where management commentary was the strongest, even if the result was not good for Q2 or Q3, but it appeared that things may turn going forward in subsequent quarters because fundamentals are falling in place, margin expansion may happen later. Any areas where you think going forward earnings trajectory to improve?
So some of the sectors that I mentioned, which is IT, pharma, auto and auto ancillary, definitely we believe the visibility is very strong going ahead also. But I think even a couple of other sectors like say steel, cement, which are very economy related, or say real estate as a sector, I think we are seeing humongous amount of pickup at the ground level. So that's why I mentioned at the beginning that we are actually seeing an all-round recovery across the economy and across the sectors.
You can see it in the same.
Right. Sachin, which are the areas where you are adding positions in your portfolio? I see you have good pharma names, some CV plays as well. You got an assorted basket, but which are the areas you would be looking to add? Because flows are strong. I'm sure your PMS2 is good, seeing good flows. If the market does get into a corrective phase, which appears it is getting, say, a couple of weeks, where will you add positions?
So IT as a sector is definitely one thing that we are really looking to add our, we want to go overweight in that sector. I would definitely say that. Second will be auto ancillaries is something what we believe as, as the overall economic recovery happens, auto ancillary will be the another sector where we are extremely positive about, and I think we will add that. Third will be certain export oriented businesses, because we believe that this PLI scheme announced by the government is another very big catalyst for the next few years, and some of the businesses which are going to get advantage because of that, or even from the other side, when we see that some of the countries where we are exporting, who have actually started looking at alternate sources from China, this China plus one strategy. So some of those niche businesses also, where it's more about export, also we are very much positive, and we will probably be adding them in this correction.
How's your portfolio looking right now in terms of earnings growth? What kind of earnings growth on a portfolio aggregate level for next, say 1 year or even 2 year, FY22 or 23? Are you getting comfort 15-20% or even higher?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So what the way I would like to say is that the large cap portion of my portfolio, we believe will probably give us 13-15% kind of growth. The mid cap portion of our portfolio, we are looking at something like 18-22% kind of growth, and this is over a period of next 2 years, FY21 to FY23. March 23. And for the small cap portion of our portfolio, we are probably seeing earning growth of somewhere in the range of 25% plus. So, this is the beauty of this time, that we are actually seeing growth across the segments, and not only that, because the small caps have the higher beta kind of thing, we are actually seeing that the higher growth coming in there compared to the large caps. So, that's why this time the market seems to be really in a good secular mode.
And get them approval once and for all, because there will be many times.
Right. All right, Sachin, we'll let you go on that one. Thanks so much for joining us on the show. We had you in a bit of a scratchy line today, but appreciate your thoughts on the